Alright, hey there everyone, and we are doing a spectated live game of Supportdaddy. He's a 2200 ELO, I believe, right around there. But anyway, I'm going to be casting this as a normal game. I'm actually solo casting today because my co-caster is on a little bit of a vacation. So you're looking at a jungle Malphite, which is incredibly strong. His ultimate is huge utility for team fights along with his attack speed reduction, which is going to really put a hamper onto Hecarim, Jax, and Ezreal. But you're not seeing him in the top lane as much anymore because he did get some nerfs, which makes him a little less strong on the top, so a lot easier to beat. And we got Katarina in the mid lane, running Exhaust Ignite, so no sort of escapes except for using her Shun Po, which is very good to jump towards other champions or minions, but she's going all out. She's going balls deep and trying to get that kill very early on. Rumble going to be facing off against Jax. Rumble is an easy counter to Jax, but if Jax can stay in lane and farm, he should actually, as long as he doesn't die, he doesn't feed, and he manages to get a decent amount of farm, he should be able to go toe-to-toe with Rumble just after 6. New Caitlyn, that's a great combo because you're going to see a lot of poke and a lot of headshot procs because of that attack speed buff. And then looking at the purple team, we got Supportdaddy on Nidalee, most likely going mid. That's actually an interesting combo because she can easily jump out of the Katarina ult very quickly, but no form of CC to stop that ult, which is also going to be interesting. Then Ezreal is a really popular AD carry right now, simply because he's got this skin, the Pulsefire Ezreal skin. I kind of find it annoying to a point because there's so many bad Ezreals nowadays, but that's personal opinion. But Ezreal going against Caitlyn should be interesting because Ezreal is a little bit more close range, while Caitlyn can sit there, push the tower, and poke very well. But Ezreal with Taric is really nice because once Taric lands that stun, it's the same as the game we casted where the Fiddlestick support the other day, where you get that time where they're standing still, so Ezreal can really churn out his skill shots in tandem, and also get off a couple auto attacks, which is a huge amount of burst damage. But right now we've got the purple team. They're just covering blue. Meanwhile, the blue team, they looked like they were gearing up for an invade, but a Nidalee trap went around to Malphite, and they managed to spot them. So actually the purple team may invade because they're getting a little bit extra vision. They're getting a little bit of an early advantage just in terms of invading and figuring out where their team is. So because Nidalee put that trap there, they know no one's going to try to hook around from here and catch them. So the only thing they need to worry about is I don't know if there's a trap in this little red bush. Nidalee may be waiting to throw down another there. Nope, just right in front. So now if they do try to run through, easy vision. That's free damage on a Rumble as well. So Malphite's going to be starting Wolves into blue, which is very standard. But one thing you're going to notice is, just like most people that follow guides, they're going to take the tanky junglers and immediately start with a regrowth pendant, which it's great to get that fast goal per 10 route, but it's also much better to have the boots so you can escape. Let's say they're trying to invade, you can escape and invade, or you can gank very early on. And Malphite is probably going to look to gank top very early on to shut down Jax right off the bat. So Hecarim saving Smite. He'll most likely be trying to steal red very quickly. Let's see. Nope, not going to, because he's going to just continue his jungle and go for a fast red. So that's really nice to Taric to give him that big leash. Now just looking up and down, Jax is just trying to be a little aggressive, knowing that Rumble only has his Electro Harpoon, which is a slow and a little bit of a poke damage. And so he's trying to force him out early on because he doesn't have the flame to harass him as well as Q. But Nidalee almost going down. I can't believe I missed that. That was very quick. Let's see. Katarina blue ignite there. And Nidalee does have a little bit of a heal. So with AP Nidalee, she doesn't have her heal quite yet though. So that's actually that might use up all 3 of her health potions. But once she gets that heal, it's not as big of a deal. So just like I said, Caitlyn's going to be pushing this lane up very far because her Q, her Piltover Peacemaker, is just going to be able to rip right through that hole into the tower, right into tower range, be able to poke Taric and Ezreal at the same time if they stand close enough. Now at top lane, it looks like we might have an early gank. You could see Flash being blown by Rumble. Nope, just being pushed back. Nothing really going to happen, just going to put Rumble on his toes. So Katarina, surprisingly enough, putting Nidalee on her toes because Katarina doesn't have any sort of ranged harass except for her Q, so she can't farm from range, whereas Nidalee can get in there, do a nice little range poke, and get right back out. But being pushed up to the tower is going to make life very difficult for her. But now we're going to see an early gank, and without a flash, this should be interesting to see what happens. Because Hecarim, Shun pulling to a creep and just barely getting out of there. So Jax is pushing up into the tower, and that actually may not be the best of choice. Probably trying to get the early Hecarim gank would want to have that lane either pushed towards the middle of the lane or maybe towards his tower. It makes it a little bit harder to last hit and farm, but it gives a lot more opportunity for a gank. Nidalee being focused heavily because they do know that she doesn't really have an escape, but at the same time she's just so quick and with her thinking and her reaction time that she's able to just escape those ganks very, very nicely. So now it seems like the Taric Ezreal comp is starting to outpoke Caitlyn a little bit, landing some very nice stuns and shreds. This could actually be first blood. Just surviving at 43 health, very, very close. And then first blood going down to Rumble, and that is exactly what he was afraid of. Because Rumble, extremely powerful against Jax early on. Actually, I'm going to rewind that real quick just to see what happened there. So Jax tried to get the jump, and then Rumble realizing that he has no sort of escape now. Jax using Ignite and Ghost, but to no avail. Rumble able to get out of there with the shield being able to absorb just enough of that Ignite damage that he was able to secure the kill. So now he's going to push the lane up and then go right back to buy. So now once again, another gank looking like going to be happening mid. And let's see what happens here. This should be another easy escape for Katarina. Actually being pushed back towards her tower. It's going to be extremely tough trying to get this Katarina. And Hecarim is really, really behind now in his jungle because Malf has 25 CS to Hecarim's 13, and that's not good because now Malf is going to hit 6 way before Hecarim, and that's going to be very, very tough for the for Jax and also for bot lane in terms of ganking. I'm not too worried about Nidalee getting ganked by Malphite, simply because she does have a flash, and once she hits 6, she's got her her takedown, her pounce, which will allow her to jump away. Ezreal almost landing a kill, once again pushing Caitlyn way back. You know, this is the big issue. With the lane right in the middle, it gets very tough for Caitlyn to farm and harass because Taric is keeping bush control. Bush control is extremely, extremely important if you want to secure that lane, especially if you're support with CC. So let's say Alistar, Taric, Nunu to some extent, but he's more for the slow. But the stuns are extremely potent. Now Ezreal landing a double kill. Oh man, that's so tremendous. So Ezreal is going to be able to bully his way throughout the lane as much as he wants. He's actually maxing his Q first. And why is he maxing his Q most? A lot of Ezreals like to max that W after Moot made that popular, it seems. But because Taric has that stun, let's see, the stun is, I want to say it's 1.5 seconds? It is 1.5 seconds. So Ezreal can easily walk up, land Q, which is a huge amount of physical damage. It scales with his AD. Unlike his W, which only scales with AP. So Ezreal's Q right now dealing 75 plus 118, and also a little bit of AP as well. Actually, I did not quite catch that, but it also does scale with a little bit of magic damage, but that's not too relevant. So, letting those Qs able to get off, it's a very low cooldown. Also allows him to get his attack speed faster, so you can easily take down that Caitlyn, which is what you've been seeing him do. Now, Ezreal getting a brutalizer, lower cooldowns, but now this could be a kill onto Rumble. Let's see how this works out. Rumble getting caught with no summoner spells, so he's just going to try to go all out and maybe kill Jax. Landing the kill on the Jax. Wow, very, very impressive. But at the same time, Hecarim also helping clean up. Jax getting the kill, so it was actually a trade in favor of the purple team, even though Rumble did also get a kill, because a kill and assist is in fact worth more than one kill with nothing else. So Caitlyn Nunu trying to do what they can to push this lane back. Taric being super aggressive, knowing that Ezreal just completely out-damages them. Ezreal having a huge amount of armor pen right now. And let's see, Ezreal does have his Ignite up, so I'm guessing once they both get their ults, you'll be seeing a big all-in push trying to kill Caitlyn and possibly Nunu once again. Spotting Malphite trying to come into gank. Malphite just hit level 6, I believe. Yeah, he just hit level 6 after that blue buff. So, his goal is to try to help out that bottom lane. Either help out bottom lane or help out top. Because Nidalee, if she keeps on getting pushed out of lane, it's really, really tough to try to kill a Katarina, especially since she's got a little bit of vision. Does she have any vision? No, she's just really fast to react and able to get out quickly. So here's the all-in I was talking about. Taric, I believe, landed a nice little stun. Let's see. Alright, this should be any second. I would landing a quick stun. Oh, Ezreal landing a perfect ult on the Caitlyn. Tarek with the Shatter, and Ezreal managed to clean up with 1 Q and a couple of auto attacks. On top of his Ignite, Caitlyn was not going anywhere. So now Nunu is pretty much forced to back because Hecarim could come out of nowhere and dive. Nearly being forced out once again. Caitlyn, excuse me, not Caitlyn, Katarina being extremely dominant right now. It's actually impressive to watch because with no sort of ranged auto attack, she's just relying on lucky Q bounces or trying to place it just so they bounce right to Nidalee, and she cannot heal for several seconds. Let's see, the debuff lasts 5 seconds. 5 seconds is quite a long time in this game to not have any heals go off, because while she's not able to get a full extent of her heal, she still could be taking a lot of damage. So she's either forced to blow the heal or to wait and possibly die. Now we may be seeing a dive onto Nidalee. No, that's actually not going to happen. Anyway, let's look at the items that they're getting. Ezreal getting the Brutalizer so he can keep snowballing hard. Let's see this. How much armor pen does he have? That's actually Hecarim. That is not Ezreal. Ezreal with 31 armor pen. So he doesn't have any sort of armor pen runes. She's got the 6 masteries. But the Brutalizer, 31 armor pen early on is tremendous. Caitlyn has 51 armor. 20 armor is a huge, huge difference between a 30 armor loss, I believe, is 10-11% damage reduction. So that's quite a bit of damage she's going to be taking now. Tarek not quite having the Philosophers yet. Deciding to go with more wards. Ezreal trying to catch an ult on them, but not that big of a deal because his abilities do reduce the cooldown. Anyway, getting some poke back and forth. Nidalee maxing out the Q, trying to land those Qs, but it's extremely tough because Katarina can easily shun pull out of the way. Pinging Rumble, it seems like he's trying to go behind Jax. Nope, trying to ward red to make sure he does not get ganked as often by Hecarim. Now we got Malphite coming in. Malphite, did he use his ultimate? He did not use his ultimate yet, so he can still catching Nidalee with his ultimate. That's so huge. Gonna be able to land that slow, and Caitlyn picking up the kill onto Nidalee. That is really big. Putting Caitlyn just back in this game, but Ezreal with the quick Q. Double kill for Ezreal. Oh man, that's really deadly. Triple kill and going to die to the turret. And that's actually going to be a kill for Caitlyn. So 3 for 2 trade. The advantage definitely going in the way of Ezreal. And now, so Ezreal with 6 kills, 1 death, while Caitlyn has 2 kills, 3 deaths, farm 80 to 55. So the gold difference right now is going to look something to the effect of. Let's see, Ezreal 4,600 gold to Caitlyn's 3,100 gold. I mean, unless there is some sort of huge throw, I don't really see Caitlyn getting back in this game because Caitlyn is there for her early game dominance, her lane dominance, because she can push that tower and poke. Ezreal being able to jump in and do huge amounts of chunk damage, thanks to Tarek's stun and shatter, it's going to be very, very tough for them to come back in any way, shape, or form. So Hecarim trying to force Katarina out of lane. Katarina looking like she's finally going. She has her spell pen boots, almost getting picked off by the Ezreal ult. Oh my god, that was so close. Wow, I can't believe my eyes on that one. She's lucky she had a health potion running. Anyway, like I was saying, Katarina going back to buy. She's going to be getting a Cage's lucky pick. So it looks like she might be going for a Morello's, possibly, or just going for the gold generation to get a Deathfire Grasp. My assumption is going to be a Deathfire Grasp to just get a nice big burst along with her ult, but we'll see how that turns out. We got Malphite with double gold per 10, possibly going for triple gold per 10 right now because he's not getting very many ganks, and he's slow to farm, so that triple gold per 10 is going to keep that income coming in very, very nicely. Hecarim, on the other hand, 1 gold per 10 with a Madred's Razors, and there's a fight going down bottom lane. Oh, Ezreal landing another kill on the Caitlyn. Let's go back and see what happened there. So we're watching, and Ezreal just once again fully committing because he sees he has that ignite. He knows he completely outdamages Caitlyn. Nunu even trying to get the slow with his ult and a little bit of damage. It's just not going to be enough to save Caitlyn. This could actually be a double kill if Tarek's stun comes back up, which it should. Oh, another kill for Ezreal, not even needing that stun. So now, because Hecarim and Nidalee are both heading towards bot, we're probably going to be seeing a dragon right here, and there's nothing that they can do. Malphite does have his ult, but there's no way he's going to go in 4 versus 2 with a Tarek stun, and even trying to outsmite that. There's just no point to give them an even bigger lead. So Rumble now taking a tower and really out-leveling that Jax. I haven't looked top in quite a bit, but like I said, Rumble getting that early game dominance, managing to shut Jax down, and that's actually going to be a decent bit of hindrance on them. Oh man, Katarina managing to clean up right now. But Ezreal having so much damage, it's going to be so tough for them to finish this out. So the Dragon going to the purple team thanks to Tarek somehow. Katarina and Malphite getting 2 kills, but at the same time, Ezreal cleaning up and also landing another 2. Rumble killing Jax at the same time, so even though there's a huge amount of kills onto Ezreal, the gold difference is actually really close, even though that Dragon also did go to the purple team. And why is that? Because Jax is getting shut down, Malphite has triple gold per 10, nice bit of income, Katarina has a gold per 10, and just see the farming is actually pretty decent. The only person that's really falling behind hard is Caitlyn, and on the purple team, everyone else is... let's see, we got Jax with 61 compared to Rumble's 104. Ezreal 91 compared to Caitlyn 67 right now, so it's generally not that big of a difference, but 9 kills is a lot of farm, so Caitlyn's way behind. 79 farm on Nidalee while my dog is howling. I might beat him to Katarina's 96. I'm actually going to pause this. Alright, my apologies. I had to pause that because my dog was just getting to be a little too much. Some of you guys may have noticed. But anyway, getting right back into this, I believe I was talking about farming and the gold advantage right now. And there's actually really no advantage except for on Ezreal. So all the blue team has to do is gun for Ezreal, and they can easily take control of a team fight right now. Now the only issue being Katarina kind of falls off in damage later on. She can be very strong if she does get some early spell penetration. Looks like she's going for a quick Gunblade. Relatively quick, but still getting some really nice farm. Maybe even netting the kill on 2. Oh, so close. Almost landed the Nidalee kill. Now Hecarim coming in for the gank, but Rumble counter-ganking along with Malphite. This could be an easy dive. Oh, Rumble just needed to ult, and that was a very easy double kill right there. Oh man, so impressive play by this Rumble. Almost getting shut down early by the early Hecarim ganks with Jax trying to push the tower, but managing to keep up in farm, and just by being even in farm early on with Jax, he's able to really push him out of lane, especially getting those early 2 kills, early 2 or 3 kills. That really hurt Jax in the long run. So Jax doing everything he can, dropping a ward, jumping to the ward, popping his ultimate, Rumble just running in, not giving a crap whatsoever, but deciding to go back, not risking getting killed under the tower, and putting Jax back in the game. But Caitlyn and Ezreal, on the other hand, they're trying to almost tower dive. Caitlyn and Nuno are realizing that that they're completely outclassed in terms of damage, and the Tarek Ezreal combo can easily tower dive and kill the both of them at the same time. So Ezreal now waiting for his Ignite to come back up, and you should be seeing a full-on exchange right about now. Tarek landing the stun, oh, not going to commit, so close. But instead, Malphite's getting caught counter-jungling, stealing the blue actually, but at the same time, he did get caught, and it's the, forcing the flash, and is he going to make it out alive? Oh my god, an amazing spear by Supportdaddy on Nidalee. Just barely getting off the start on the Katarina. Let's see, do they land the kill? Ezreal lands the kill with the Ignite, very big. So now, let's see, do we... Oh, so close on another spear. Ezreal being out of mana, he's just going to be forced to auto-attack, and Ezreal being a big AD mage. Oh no, another spear onto Caitlyn. Let's see if they can turn this bit around. Oh no, she wasn't even close. So now we're going to see, can Nidalee land one more spear for good luck? Nope, they both managed to get back. Anyway, Rumble's chasing Hecarim, and Rumble could actually, if he decided to pursue, he could possibly 2 versus 3 them. But Jack's actually going to be pushing the lane up, maybe trying to be taking a tower, but Dragon might be coming up soon. Let's see, when does this Dragon come up? 12:50. So in another minute 40 seconds, you'll be seeing them gearing up for Dragon. Ezreal ulting right down the middle, trying to push that lane back up and getting some extra gold. He has his Trinity Force done. It's 17 minutes in the game. Brutalizer, Golden Boots, and Trinity Force. Now with the fight going on bottom lane, Rumble getting exhausted. It's a huge chunk of damage gone. But at the same time, the residual damage that his ultimate leaves is actually going to secure the kill onto Hecarim. And Caitlyn, is that a DC'd Tarek? I don't know if that Tarek disconnected, but he might have been caught in the trap. Anyway, Caitlyn managed to get a kill. I think Tarek may have just given up. Oh, but Katarina getting caught. Possibly going to be dying to Ezreal. Good catch by Nidalee and Ezreal right there. Realizing that They were actually thinking about possibly coming around and getting the kill, but instead Nidalee was right there waiting, and they managed to kill her off. So 1 minute to Dragon. We should be seeing people going to buy, trying to get a couple of items. Might even be seeing Elixir or two coming out for this Dragon fight. But since it is solo queue, I doubt people are going to be trying to go all out and getting Dragon. The Dragon, people going all out for Dragon was more when M5 brought along that little snowball meta in terms of trying to end that game at the 20-minute mark. Like, not even getting the forfeit, just completely kill that Nexus 20-25 minutes in. Now we're seeing a lot longer games. You see almost everyone has a gold per 10. Or a lot of people have gold per 10s in Italy without one. Actually, I'm rather wrong in this instance. But the purple team does have quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 gold per 10s on their team compared to 1, 2, and 3 on the purple team. So the income from those gold per 10s is actually starting to make a huge dent in terms of getting a gold lead on the purple team. If you look, they're just behind on kills. And I'm not quite sure if they're even. They're relatively even on farm, but those gold per 10s are making quite a big difference right now. Now Dragon is up. It's pink ward, so purple team, they should see this ward possibly right behind Dragon. Yep, Tarek's gonna go kill that right now. Rumble landing another kill onto Jax. Oh man, I can't believe I even noticed that one. So purple team getting Dragon while getting the kill on Jax. I think that's actually a good trade. 1 death for a Dragon, because that's 1,000 team gold roughly. Oh man, those spears from Nidalee are so powerful right now. Let's see what kind of damage we're looking at. 230 plus 90 minimum, to up to 250%. That's quite a huge bit. But now Rumble's pushing this lane up. I believe he sees where the other team is right now, for the most part. Not quite these guys. Actually, they're at the other tower up. So Rumble can freely go push this tower while farming the jungle. Rumble's going to be extremely, extremely scary. He's got his Will of the Ancients. He almost has the Rally's Crystal Scepter, which is going to be miserable for Jax. Because if he lands 1 E on a Jax, Jax I believe is taking 60% slow. Let's see, slowing for 35%. So, and Rally's is 30 to 40. Yeah, it's about 60% right there. If it does add up, I believe it does. Rumble now counter jungling for red. That's going to be interesting if he does manage to get that, because now he can also auto attack with the slow, and that's going to be very tough as well. So Rumble not realizing that they're coming, but just managing to clean up that red buff just as 3 guys get there with Jax sitting up top. And now what's going to happen is you're going to see people are starting to ping Baron. Maybe pinging the clear wards, realizing that they warded Baron, but at the same time, this team with all their big damage that they have, because let's see, Katarina is decently fed. Malphite's got some good items with the Sunfire Cape, so he could tank Baron if he wanted to. Oh, almost resulting in a kill right there for Nidalee. Katarina didn't react fast enough there. Those movement speed quints that Katarina uses are just terribly important, especially in this matchup. So now tower going to purple team, going to get that gold difference a lot closer once again. And I don't believe I've seen oracles anywhere on the map. There is no oracles up right now, and that's interesting because the gold is very, very high. The next team fight could decide who's getting Baron. Let's see, do we have any oracles in the inventories either? No oracles. I do see 1 elixir on Rumble. Rumble having the rallies completed as well. And now the gold difference is down to 500 once again. But now Rumble getting an easy. Katarina actually securing the kill onto Nidalee. Katarina getting off a big open Malphite coming in. Oh man, big CC onto the Hecarim and Tarek right there. And that's going to be a 4-4 exchange. Oh wow, such a good play. And this is most likely going to be a Baron right now. There's not really much Ezreal can do because he is by himself, and 1 little bit of CC and Ezreal is a goner. So he's just kind of trying to poke where he can, but I doubt he's going to be able to do much of anything. Now Galen's kind of sitting there taking that free damage from Ezreal for no apparent reason. Anyway, Rumble coming in, and Ezreal's going to make a little bit of a ballsy move. Let's see what he does here. Getting caught by the slow, that electric harpoon combined with the rallies, forcing him to try to escape as fast as possible. There's 1 more electrical harpoon, he's not getting away. Baron going to the blue team, and now this should be possibly a push to the end of the game. Because if they can force a team fight right here with Ezreal getting caught, let's see what they can make of this. Purple team rushing in to try to save Ezreal because they know Ezreal with 11 kills, 160 farm, he is the main source of their damage right now. So blue team really going to start pushing up mid because they know Ezreal's not going to be able to fight whatsoever. So they can just push right down the middle if they decide to group up. No, Katarina going to go buy instead, and so is Nunu. Let's see, dude. I see an oracles on Nunu being purchased. That may have been up earlier. Let's see, 2101. That was 2 minutes ago. That was completely my fault. I did not see him have that. Jack's trying to get whatever farm he can because he knows he's so behind. He's got 2 parts to a gunblade, Mercury treads. It looks like he's going for... oh man, the item name is slipping my mind. Not that important. Anyway, so the blue team's starting to group up mid. Their goal right now is to get an inhibitor. Caitlyn going toe-to-toe with Jackson. For some reason, using that ultimate, wow, that was a ballsy move on Caitlyn's part. I mean, channeling that ult, all he needed to do was stun, and she was dead. I think just auto-attacking would have been a lot more valuable for Caitlyn. But anyway, especially with that lifesteal and Baron buff. Oh, there it is, the Hex Drinker. That's what I was looking for. So Hecarim picking up the Hex Drinker, and Jack going for the Hex Drinker. And so they have items that you generally see for the early game, but now it's mid-game, and they're not going to be quite as effective. Oh man, Malphite diving into the tower, getting a beautiful ult onto 3 of them. Rumble also landing his ult, and three kills going to 3 different people right now, and this could be game ending right at this point. Game ending, or if not game ending, it's going to be Inhibitor and a Nexus tower. But considering how little damage this purple team has, it will more than likely be game ending. So, base tower, the inner tower going down, along with an Inhibitor. 18 seconds to go. Let's see, we got all 5 players grouped up with Baron buff. I don't see why they're going to be able to contest these towers. Now Jack's just sitting up here not doing much of anything. I think he realizes the game's over. Hecarim trying to make any sort of last-ditch effort, with Taric also trying to do the same thing. Well, this Taric's just flashing and running away. I don't know what he's doing. Alright, so the final fight coming out right here. Hecarim ulting on, getting a fear onto all 5 of them, but... oh, just missed the kill on the Ezreal. So this is going to be a good game. Really, really well played by the Malphite, and Rumble especially. Rumble really doing his best to stave off the ganks and come back and carry incredibly hard. With that being said, I'm going to close out here. My name is Nubius, and check out my channel at youtube.com/improveyourlol, improve your LOL. I'll see you guys in the next one.